That's really, I think that's huge. Actions speak louder than words. I think that as a leader, you have to practice what you preach, and you have to, again, embody your philosophy, not just talk about it.
You've got to be able to speak it, but then you have to have the action behind that, and you have to be a doer.
I can sit here and say, hey, I want to be Coach of the Year, or have a team that wins ACCs this year in cross country. Doesn't mean it's going to happen if we don't do the work. If I don't do the work, it's not going to happen.
You are champions, and you're here for a reason. You earned the right to play in this game.
All of a sudden we go to a championship game, and all of a sudden our kids think, look what the coach has changed. What are we doing now? I think that screws up the whole recipe, I think the consistency out of our coaches and how we act, how we treat them every day has to stay the same.
My outlook is I'm not going to tell them to do something that I wouldn't do myself, right? So if I'm telling these guys that their work ethic is important, they better see that I have a good work ethic,
I think you see so many people in the world now that just say stuff. Everyone, and there are more outlets to just say stuff. Social media gives you an outlet just to say stuff. And so I always try to look at a person's actions. Do they match what they're saying? Because you have a lot of liars out here. You have a lot of people that just make stuff up.
They're looking at us, and if we're not doing what we're saying and we're not practicing what we preach, so to speak, then it's going to be a lot harder for the team to embrace the culture. So
one of my big things is that I'll never lie to a kid. And it's never a recruiting spiel. It's not, it's from the heart. It's what I feel, it's what I mean, it's what we feel. And when you come and play for us, I don't want you saying, well, what was that you told me? And so you have to back it up by actions. I think it's the basis of any really good relationship.
You could break that down to players telling you that they want to play and they deserve to play, and you say, well, that's great, but what have you done? What kind of time are you putting in? What are you doing in the classroom? That's important to us as well. What are you doing away from the soccer pitch? What kind of life are you leading there?
You can talk about what you want to accomplish, but we're going to see it every day, sometimes twice a day. Do you really want to do what you're saying you want to do by your actions in the pool, your actions in the weight room, your actions from a dry land standpoint?
But it's also having the student athlete's mindset to where they can do it, and they want to do it more than anything.
If we're training at a really, really high level every day, then we're going to go to the games and not have to find something new. So we're always trying to push, and look at, hey, would this, the way we're playing, would that beat Florida State? Would that beat UNC? Would that beat Oregon in the preseason?
And there's a lot of people who can do it. They can all do it. But to be committed enough to do it, there's only going to be a handful of people who want to sacrifice and make the commitment to be a Division I athlete 24 hours a day.
Those people that understand that, they do what they have to be successful, and they're selfless, and they know how to do the work, and they put the extra time in.
That statement is true in every walk of life, and I think those that really honor it and buy into that statement are certainly the student athletes that are more successful.
Yeah!